giving you an opportunity to get the full story from the people who tell it best. This is Mediacom Newsleaders.
Okay, this segment's about arts and science, how they're combining in our community, and you'll see the effects of it here in just a second. Our guest is Madeleine Lemieux. Madeleine, good to see you.
Glad to be here.
Director of Resident Arts. And that's the arts part of all this. Now, you're located in the North Village Arts District?
Correct.
Right. Now we work our way into the science. Tell me about the science part.
Well, we received a national grant from the Union of Concerned Scientists.
The Union of Concerned Scientists. That sounds important.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
They were soliciting proposals across the country for art projects that highlighted the importance of science in our everyday lives in alignment with the Science Rising movement, which is a national movement to highlight science, bring it to the forefront of our perceptions as we're nearing the midterm elections.
So they want more people interested in science, and they're using arts to make this happen.
Yes.
So you were all for this, right?
Yeah, I had a project I had been thinking about for about a year before I had seen the grant request, and so it just fit perfectly.
Do they have requirements for this?
Of course, of course. They wanted it to be very public. They were looking for a public art project. They wanted it to have a specific scientific, perspective, right? They didn't want to generally be about science. They want to actually show the science. So we're working to ensure that the mural that we're creating will demonstrate the actual daily science of what we're trying to show. So.
Can you give us a little more detail on
Sure,
that? I wish
sure.
we had pictures, but we just don't have them right now.
Yeah, no, they don't exist yet. So we have an ongoing partnership with the Department of Parks and Recs to do the murals under the MKT Trail. And so this year's theme is Nature is Our Shared Identity, and we partnered with the Office of Sustainability and the Columbia Audubon Society. And so we were looking at the climate action and adaptation plan that the city's working on as kind of the premise for our design, right? And so this is a sister mural, the one that we're going to do on Highway Old 63, just south of Broadway. It will use the same partners, Parks and Rec and Offices of Sustainability, and we'll also connect with the Hinkson Creek Restoration Project to highlight the things that individuals can do to aid in the climate action and adaptation plan that the city is producing.
Such as what?
Well, we haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, okay.
We're actually starting our meetings with our partners this next week, and we'll gather information from them on what they think the priorities are, and then our artists will come together and do designs based off of those priorities. So.
What kind of feedback do you expect to get on this? And is that going to be how you judge this is the right thing?
Yeah, so we always follow a community mural making process, which starts with gathering information and then presenting a design to the public. We have a community feedback session that the public can attend on Wednesday, August 8th at 5:30 p.m.
About the design.
Yep, and then people can see the design and give their opinions, and we'll take those into consideration. And then ultimately, our partners will have final say over whether the design is A-okay or not. And then after that, we'll get the design on the wall, and we'll have a community painting day, so people come help paint the design on the wall. And that's August 18th, which is a Saturday from 9 to 4.
So the design will be up there in lines, and then the community is invited to come and fill in those lines.
Yeah, it's like a coloring book.
Big coloring book.
Exactly.
How big are we talking here?
Oh my goodness. So it's 381 feet long,
That's
which is larger than a football stadium. And the total square footage that we're covering is about 4,000 square feet.
But how unique for our area, too.
Yeah.
This is really going to be special. The design, which is not totally verified yet.
We have some ideas, but we haven't actually solidified anything yet. So I can talk about the ideas if you like.
Okay, but are you responsible for that design as well, or is this a bunch of people?
So I have a team of 5 artists that we just hired this last week, and we've been getting prepped up to start doing the design process. And then, like I said, we'll meet with our partners next week, and they'll give us information. And then together, my team and I will come up with the final design for for the community feedback session.
Okay, and then you start the painting day, but this obviously is going to continue for a while.
Yeah, and then our final unveiling is September 30th. So we'll have from the 18th of August to September 30th to finish painting it.
Okay, well, we need to have you come back.
Okay.
And we'll show pictures
Sure.
of either the progress or the finished work.
Sure.
And let people know again why it happened and where it's located so they can go see it themselves.
Great, yeah.
Very interesting, Madeleine Lemieux. Thank you so much
Thanks
with
for having
Resident
me.
Arts. Come back and see me?
Of course.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.